Yo, what is up guys? Quiz the Game Show, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today, we're talking about a brand new game that was revealed at the Wednesday State of Play, Tides of Annihilation. Now, usually I wouldn't make a video on a game that I just saw at a State of Play or something like that, if it wasn't Square Enix related. Because usually I'm like, taking my time, letting me see what it looks like. If it's gonna take a long time, I won't bother with it. Like, Lost Soul Aside is like coming out this year in May, and I've been excited for that game for 10 years and I haven't made a video on it, but it's fine. But this one is getting me because we know that it's coming out in 2026 thanks to the developer interview yesterday with WCCF Tech, and also it just looks freaking awesome. It reminds me of Square Enix games. It looks like it's gonna hit that exact itch. Now, I am super excited for this. This is my most anticipated game of 2026 so far. And the year of 2025 just started, so I'm going to be going through it, man. I'm going to be going through it. But they decided to do something nice for me and release a 10-minute gameplay video that is clearly still work in development. I'm pretty sure they said it's the alpha build that they recorded this from and that they were hoping to enter beta by the end of 2024. So I assume they're in beta right now as we speak, and that they're getting close to completion to the point where by the end of the year we might get a release date at the Game Awards or something. So I'm very excited for that, or State of Play or something like that. Maybe not the Game Awards because it's so expensive to get a trailer there, Jeff. But yeah, I'm super excited for this. This looks like right up my alley, and it's based, and the reason why it's hitting the exact stride for me is the setting, but also the gameplay. But the setting is exactly what I want to see. It's my type of thing, and it's just like my boy Tetsuya Nomura, a fantasy based on reality. So it's based on Arthurian legend, and it's about Gwendolyn, who is not from the King Arthur's tales. She's actually from modern day, and the entire world gets corrupted through something, and it mixes fantasy Camelot with modern day London. I don't know if it's the entire UK, but I know London's in there because Big Ben's down. Big Ben 9/11 happens, everyone's going crazy, and Gwendolyn picks up the sword in the stone and it goes on a quest to try and save the people she loves, I think, even if it costs her soul, something like that. So I'm very excited for this game, and it has the perfect aesthetic, and I love this grayness. And it's not like brown realism that is bothering me for recent games or games just like blah, blah, blah. Like, realism doesn't bother me. You have to be cool with it if you're gonna be realism. And this reminds me of Advent Children and Versus 13 and Final Fantasy 15 in terms of like visuals. And I'm very excited for that. I love that. I love that. Gameplay wise, it looks like it's a normal hack and slash with some RPG elements. They said there will be no RPG elements, or that's not going to be big RPG elements, but there will be a skill tree. And in my opinion, you don't really need to do that. I think I don't like when action games have skill trees if they don't really need it. If you're not an RPG, don't do a skill tree. Don't have a level up system. That's just me personally, and this game seems to be doing that. So I'm hoping it's not like, oh, you gotta grind this stuff to level up these skills, thus padding out the game. But I do worry about stuff like that happening, so we'll see what they do. I think it should be fine. And the game's supposed to be like 30 hours, which scared me, but then they said there would be 30 bosses, so I think it's one boss per hour is what they're going for, which I will be fine with. So that'd be like a 30-hour game. Hopefully it doesn't drag on, because that's one of my issues with Final Fantasy 16, is that Final Fantasy 16 is a character action game disguised as an RPG, and because of that they drag it out, and I'm kind of worried that this game is gonna have the same issue where because the writing is kind of iffy in the trailer, and the dubbing is not that great, that because it's 30 hours, I'm locked in for the story too, not just the gameplay, right? That's the me thing. If your game goes on for a long time, which 30 hours is long in my opinion, and your story is not it, I will be disappointed, even if the gameplay is phenomenal. I don't think 16 is phenomenal, personally. But that's one of my issues with 16, is that it's 30 hours. It's a character action game disguised as an RPG, and because it's that long, they drag out stuff like where you get your skills, where you get your icons, your moves. So you're kind of locked into a specific type, even though if this was like a Devil May Cry or a Ninja Gaiden where it's like 10 hours, you get the stuff so much faster in such quicker succession that it would keep you stimulated, And I have ADHD, so maybe that's why that bothers me. And you're not going through menus, stuff like that. Like, you're not like leveling up your skills, you change your set, you're changing your deck or whatever, and because of that, it's like, I don't know, don't make your action 30 hours, in my opinion. If you're 30 hours plus, you got to be an RPG or a strategy game, something like that. Yeah, but specifically action games, like you got to be an action RPG. So we'll see what happens with this game. Hopefully it's really good in terms of like, but one boss an hour sounds really good. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited for those little tidbits. What I'm really excited about is this 10-minute gameplay. Now they show us a few things in this 10-minute gameplay to give you an idea of what the game's gonna be like, which I'm happy about because they didn't have to show too much. I honestly thought they were just gonna show like specifically just, oh, we're gonna show you how combat works and that's it. That was gonna be a 10-minute combat fest. But they decided to show us a little movement, which I really like. So they do have some traversal stuff, which seems like the standard. Oh, you go through a slow walk through a building, you get to explore the inside of places, and you get to the interactive things, stuff like that, which is really cool. And there's also some cool traversal. So you got your jump, you got your double jump, you know, a little bit of gliding, a little of oh, she can pull herself, you know, she can warp a little bit type of thing, which is good. I like when games have little movement options like that because it makes me like want to touch the button, want to jump around and just like mess around. And I do that in every action game that lets me do it. I do it in Ninja Gaiden, doing Devil May Cry, doing Kingdom Hearts, doing Final Fantasy 16, doing Final Fantasy 15. I just run around and I tap the button. If I can like moving around, you did a good job. So, you know, it's like, hopefully this one feels really good to jump around and just move around in without being in combat. But when she gets into combat, oh lordy, it looks really good. There is some very technical heavy character action stuff, like you can table hop, I think is the term, and there's just some really good movement in combat, and it really reminds me of Astral Chain and FF16 mixed together, which I'm excited about because I think, well, it does look kind of like a little flimsy, and it might just be the specific sword. But I think what helps this is her movement looks very fast. It looks like she's a very fast character. And a very fast character having a little flimsy, flaily-like movement is really good. And the animations are really nice. I really like the animations. And where I get Astral Chain is the Night stuff. The Night stuff reminds me of the Astral Chain icon to help you. The Astral Chain, I forget the name of the guys in Astral Chain. They might just be the Astrals, that might just be the name. But the Astrals who help you in Astral Chain is what I get from them. And I really like that their stuff works with your moveset. And also, there's a specific third knight, because it seems like you can switch between two main knights, two sets of knights. So there's a regular knight, there's the regular knight and the support knight. And it seems like when you switch to one, you get one that you get part of their moveset with your skill set, plus a support knight who like shoots projectiles, something like that, or comes in with their ice attacks, something like that. Really cool stuff. But what I really am happy about is the hit stun. A lot of games do not like having big enemies have hit stun, and you have to break their stagger meter to be able to hit stun big guys. But you can knock back big guys in this normally, and then it seems like when you break their stagger meter, like after 7 Remake or whatever, you get to do a big finisher on them, which I really like. But I really do like that you can juggle enemies and you can knock them back. And honestly, in my opinion, you don't have to be able to juggle enemies to have some really good, satisfying hit stun. But just that they feel like they react to your moves is all I need. And I feel like a lot of action games get this right with little guys, but they like to keep big guys like, you know, oh, they don't react to your hits because they're big. Obviously, they wouldn't be knocked back. But I think big guys should be knocked back. Big guys should not just be walls that you know, smack against until you can until you kill them with a finisher, right? That's just me too. I think a lot of action games, and I don't think this is an issue in Devil May Cry, minus some bosses like Devil May Cry 5's boss, like I forget the name, the Angelo guy. Yeah, I think that's what we're talking about. You find him as Nira. A lot of big bosses don't have that. A lot of action games don't have big bosses who get knocked back, and that's not an issue in every action game. So hopefully, if there's like a big night boss in this, they do get knocked back. I think big bosses should get knocked back too. So I'm glad big enemies have knockback. I also hope big bosses do too. That's my only want that I need to see from this, and I think it'll be good. I do like the traversal stuff that they show later in the trailer, where she opens a portal and then she goes on like a dream sequence where she has to dodge a wave coming at her and stuff like that. Like a little traversal platforming thing, you know, interaction with your environment type of thing. Very Sonic-like is what I thought. I was like, oh, this is like Sonic, and I guy who's only played Sonic the Hedgehog type of reaction, but that's what I reminded you of. But when she teleports to the end of the stage, I thought of Final Fantasy 15 and Forspoken, and I know a lot of oh, this reminds me of this reminds me of that going on, but it really is like oh, I need to be familiar type of thing. It reminds me of these things I like or things I don't like, but it seems like they're doing it in the right way type of thing going on, which I'm really excited about. And then we get to the boss with Mordred. Now, I know Gwendolyn is King Arthur's daughter, or sorry, wife, who I think she's on with Lancelot. Not particularly sure. I don't remember Arthurian legend much, but I assume this won't be the exact same thing, the exact same story, since Mordred is there and she's like, I want the throne, and Gwen's like, oh, I don't want your throne. So it seems like it's going to just use it as a basis for the legend. The legends are basis for the story of this game. They're gonna go about it a different way, but I'm excited to see if Mordred is playable later, and they like give you another playable character. I doubt it, but we'll see. But the Mordred fight was really cool because it does a lot of things I like, where human bosses react to hits, and they don't have to wait for a stagger, but she has a stagger meter, but she still reacts to hits, which I really like. I really like enemies just reacting to hits. That's like, it's my favorite thing. It's just, if you react to hits, I'm gonna love your combat system. That's all I need. I just need to react to hits, and they don't just, you know, require stagger meter to get down. Like I said, does this, and I don't like it there. My ideal is the FF7 games where you pressure a human boss or pressure an enemy, that whatever you did to them, whatever you pressure to, allows them to get hit stunned, you know, and be knocked back. And I think they do it the right way of using stagger and allowing hits at the same time. This seems to be doing the exact same thing. Obviously, I don't know fully, but I really like it. What I also really like is the effector's stage transitions or phase transitions for each boss phase. I love cutscene boss phase transitions, and 16 and FF7 do this, and I'm hoping it becomes a standard in action games, because I know it's like, oh, it drags on the boss or whatever, it makes the boss hang longer. I don't care, you know? It's not like I'm in a rush, man. It's not, I'm here to experience a game, bro. I'm here to experience something, and the experience being heightened by these cool cutscenes in a boss fight is good to me, and it raises the tensions, it elevates the cinematic experience, and elevates the boss experience to something higher than it normally would be. And I don't think it takes away from the game. And I know people don't play action games for stories, so people don't do that, but I play games for their whole package. If you're gonna include a story, I'm there for the story. The story could be like the most nonsensical shit ever, and if it's like entertaining, I'm there, man. So yes, give me more fights with boss phase cutscene transitions. Do it. It seems like Gwendolyn herself has a stagger meter, so I assume you'll get like a base stun if you let that run out, because I saw when she does her Gilgamesh light sword attack, the stagger meter on Gwendolyn herself went down. So I'm excited to see what happens when you get hit by that enough. I might test it out myself if they release a demo or something. God, I hope they release a demo. I really do hope they release a demo soon. Even if the game's slated for 2026, release a demo soon for me. I want to fucking touch this game, bro. But this boss fight looks fucking sick. I love the night action stuff. I love Gwendolyn's movement. I love how her moveset looks. And I love, again, the boss fight cutscene transitions. Really good. This game is just like doing everything I would want it to do. And I was like, okay, this looks amazing. This looks awesome, the state of play. I need to see this game in action. And I saw it in action. It's like, yeah, this was the best game of the state of play for me. And, you know, Kingdom Hearts 4 wasn't there. A little disappointed, but I'm not like dooming over it. I'm like, you know what, Kingdom Hearts 4 will be shown soon. I trust in the Nomura team, and I still believe in 2025. We got some dates, but until then, I also got this coming. You know, I got this coming, and I think it's gonna satisfy me, and I'm excited, man. They're ticking all the right boxes. It feels Square Enix as fuck, and I'm excited. It feels like Nomura, specifically Square Enix. So I'm excited, man. I don't know if this game has any influence from Final Fantasy, because I know some of the people who worked on this worked on Yakuza, Persona, some other stuff, like people who worked all over the industry in Japan came over to work on this game in China, or maybe people who worked on it in China worked on those things, like outsourcing stuff, decided to help work on this, you know, type of thing. But it's hitting that spot, man. It's in that spot. I'm so excited. The game looks fucking phenomenal, and I need it. I need it yesterday. I'm excited for this game. This is probably gonna be my game of the year 2026. Unless KH4 comes out in 2026, which I think it will, so it's gonna be fighting. These two will be like fighting neck and neck if this actually comes out in 2026. I hope it does. I really hope it does. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're excited for this game, please let me know in the comments, because I need to talk to people about this. It feels like I'm alone right now, but I know I'm not, because it looks fucking phenomenal. I know there's a bunch of people who are excited for this too. Thank you so much for watching, and peace crazy to the games, everybody.